Hey guys, Oakley here, back with an all new trading series. It's going to be a trading series where I show you the methods that I use. I'll spend some coins on them. I'll show you what I sell the players for, or the cards for, and then at the end of it I'll do like a diagram, I can't think of the word, showing you the pros, cons, how much I made, etc. and so forth. It's not going to be a road to million just because I'm playing games, buying packs and that, so it's going to eat away at the coins, which is going to defeat the purpose of a road to a million, although the goal is to try and get as many coins as I can. So we're going to start with kits and badges, which is a really underrated source of income in Ultimate Team, and I'm going to show you the ones that I trade with. The first one is the New York Red Bulls. So the first thing I do is I know that the New York Red Bull kit goes for around about 1,500 coins. So I'm basically going to search for 1,000 coins or less and bid on pretty much every card that's within sort of an hour or maybe 2 hours. I'll leave the ones that are sort of a day away just because I'm not going to be waiting a day for that card. If you're wondering how I know the cards, how I learn, it's pretty simple, straightforward. All I do is I buy now. So I'll search for Red Bull, but all I'll do is I buy now and I'll keep an eye in it until some cards come available. So around about 1400 you may find one or two. At 1600 you're going to get maybe 2 pages worth. So I know that for a buy now of 1400, possibly 1500, that card is going to sell first time every time. So I know that to make a profit I want to be spending sort of 1,000 coins or less. So that's how I do it. Again, and another kit I use is the U.N.A.M, which is a Mexico team. All the items that I buy in this pack, in this trading video, will be in the description, and also I'll leave what I sell the cards for. This is for the Xbox 360. Principle's still going to be the same for PC and PlayStation 3. You'll just have to recheck the prices. Obviously the prices that I'm showing at the moment is up to date as of the 15th of October, which is today or yesterday when this video goes live. So just for PS3 people, PC people, just do what I said. Look for kits, do a buy now price, and just keep an up in it until the cards start popping up. And then once they're popping up, that's how you know how much a card is worth, how much people are willing to pay for it. And then you know to knock off, say, 500 coins, and then you just pick up any coins that are less than 500 coins. So if you've got a card that sells for 1,500, you want to be picking it up for 1,000 coins or less. If you've got a card that sells 3,000, you want to be picking it up for 2,500 or less. Always remember the EA tax, which is 5%, which is not really a problem with sort of only a couple of thousand coins for a card. When it's only really when you start to mingle in lots of the hundreds of thousands that the 5% tax becomes a big issue. So as you can see here, these are all the cards that I picked up within about 6 hours of having a look on the web app. The web app is what I strongly recommend for trading, particularly with kits, because what I find is, I'm sure this is not supposed to happen, but when I'm playing Ultimate Team on my console, I can go on the web app. Every now and again it will kick me off the web app, but more often than not it just lets me stay on the web app. So that's what I was doing. I was playing the game, and I was basically, before I started playing a game on Ultimate Team, I would go through the web app, go through for the first sort of hour of all the sort of kits that I trade with, which is Leeds, which is U.N.A.M, which is Red Bull, which is Red Bull New York, Red Bull Salzburg. I trade with Wolves as well, and I'll bid on all of them. I'll stockpile in my watch list, so I've got about 10-15 pages worth, and then what I'll do is I'll just play Ultimate Team, and then when they come up I'll keep an eye on my computer screen and I'll start bidding on them. That's how I do this method. It is very, very, very time consuming. That's why I do it in conjunction while I'm playing the game. Or it's great if you're watching TV and you just got your computer on, you might as well do it there. I wouldn't really recommend doing this on the console just because it is extremely time consuming, because you're going to get into bidding wars. You're going to lose out cards if you just let them go down and walk away for an hour, come back and see what you've won. You'll win some, but you won't win as many as you would hope for. So it's pretty much a hands-on trading method, but it's one that can reap big rewards. So as you can see here, I'm just listing all of these players. What I do when I'm listing players, or listing cards I should say, is I'll do the 3 rotation method. And by that I mean I'll put, if I've got 3 cards of the same card, so let's say as here I've got 3 Sounders. So what I'll do is I will put one on for an hour between a price that I've predetermined. In a case of the Sounders, I think it's for the away kit, it's anywhere between sort of 1,500 2,000 coins. So I'll stick the first one up maybe for 1,600 start price, 1,700 buy now. I'll then find the next Sounders away kit and put it up for 3 hours, but I might do for a 1,500 start price, 1,700 buy now price, and then I'll find the next one and I'll do it for 6 hours. And then if I've got 4, 5, 6 of the same card, then I'll just rinse and repeat it, go back to an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours. That's how I like to sell my cards. I find that it's a lot easier to do it that way, simply because if people see that you've got a chunk of the exact same card, they're going to have a look to see who's selling the card, and then if they keep on seeing your team name, they're going to think, oh, he's price fixing, even though I'm not, because I'm pretty much undercutting everyone on the market from the buy now price. But still, it's going to put certain people off, and that's not what I don't want to do. That because I want to sell these cards, I want to make money on them. So that's why I vary the price as well as the time that I put them on. If you're going to be going away all night, then you might as well put them up for 12 hours as well. So do a 1, 3, 6 and 12. You can stick them all up for 12 hours if you want, because slowly but surely people will start to eat away at your cards. So it'll be so you won't have a block of cards all the time. And as you can see there, I've already sold one card in the process of just putting the cards up. I've sped this bit up just because I wanted to show you what I'm putting the cards up for. As I said in the description, all the cards that I sell will be in the description of what I actually sell them for. I usually have around about a 500 coin price between the cards I sell. So as I said, for the Sounders, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it, the Seattle Sounders, which is the MLS then, for their away kit, I sell it for between sort of 1,500 to 2,000 coins. For the Red Bull, New York Red Bulls, their home kit, I sell for anywhere between sort of 1,400 and 1,800. Their home kit, which is the, their away kit, which is the white version, tends to go for a little bit more, so you can get sort of 100-200 coins more. It seems to be, there doesn't seem to be as many on the market. The U.N.A.M, which is a Mexican team, their kit goes for anywhere between sort of 4,000, 4,500. You can even get sort of around about 4,600, 700 for it on a good day. Their badge is also good as well to sell, which goes for around about the sort of 2,000, 2,500. But as I said, all these will be in the description, so you can look at them yourselves. For the, as I said, this is the Xbox 360. If you're on the PC, PS3, I'm sorry that I haven't done it on this, but I don't own them. But the principle's the same. Just go look for the kits that you want to look in. You don't have to settle on the ones that I'm showing you, like the Leeds, the Wolves, and then you can go out, find yourselves ones. Like before today, I didn't even trade in Wolves. I just had a look at the Championship, and it just popped up that the Wolves kit was actually selling quite well. So I had to went and had a look, looked at the buy now price, kept an up in it until I found out what that card was going for, and then I would have a look on the on the maximum price and see if I can pick up any on the cheap. In total, as I said, this took me about 6 hours to buy all the cards. I was playing Ultimate Team while I was doing this method, and then it took about, I would say, about 18 hours to sell the cards. It took 3 lots of 6 hours of doing my 3 rotation to sell every single card. I ended up not selling 2 cards, which is 2 U.N.A.M badges, but I ended up selling them for about 2,300 each. So as you can see here, those were the 2 cards that I sold instantly while I was putting them up, so they're going to be going. This was done on the Sunday night as well. When you were watching this Sunday, the 15th, the 14th it was done Sunday the 14th when I was selling them. I was buying them on, I think it was Saturday the 13th at midnight, around that time. So as you can see here, these are all the cards I'm selling for. I'm pretty much selling them for their buy it now. Some of them are just going through an open bid. But again, I'm always making profit. When I'm doing this method, I'm always looking to make between 75% to 125% markup. So, for example, if I spend 10,000 coins on this method, I would expect to make anywhere between 17,500 and 22,500 back in coins. So I would end up with like either a 7,500 profit or a 12,500 profit. So as you can see here, this is my little diagram screen of what the method is like. So as you can see, I spent 77,550 coins. I ended up making pure profit of 55,590. That does take into consideration the two cards that I didn't end up selling at the end, because I ended up selling them. I recommend this between anywhere between sort of 10. I know I've put 10 to 100,000. And I end up spending 77,000 myself. I would personally recommend, in hindsight, probably about 10 to 50,000 to get you up to sort of that £100,000 mark. But it is good for any sort of coin amount, particularly, and I can't stress this enough, if you use the web app. If you use the console, I would just completely miss this method, just because it is so time consuming. If you can do it while you're on the web app, while you're doing something else, that's definitely the way to go with it. So as I said, 75% to 125% markup is what I would expect to make, and definitely what I look to make. So the pros for it is there's good profits to be made, and I've misspelt profits on there, but I can't bother to change it. I do apologise that. As I said, use the web app while you're definitely while you're buying the cards. Not so much when you're selling them, because it's quite easy. It's much easier to navigate around the web app, I find. The cons are very time consuming, as I said, if you're buying the cards on your console, and you will get into bidding wars, which is what let me down on a few cards. I overpaid on certain cards to make a good enough profit. So I hope you enjoyed this trading series. I will be doing a new one probably next Saturday, and in between that will be my pack opening series as well. So if you've got any cards that you want me to try and check out, whether they're consumables, players, let me know in the description, in the comments below, and I will catch you all on Wednesday with the pack opening. See you later. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter, subscribe, like if this method has helped you, and comment below. So catch you all later.